All right, guys, it's feeding time again. See, number 50. Number 50's been the more friendly of the two. We can usually pet him. He's pretty good. Been a great little calf. He's a little pain in the ass. He used to be the friendly one, and one time I had to whoop his ass. He was being stupid, and ever since he's been a little skittish. But I would rather him be afraid of me than me be afraid of him. So, yep, here is a crappy, mucky mess. This is one of the big downsides of feeding round bale out of round bale feeder, and only having, you know, so big of a little cow pen. So, well, they were getting pretty hungry. They were rejecting what was left of this bale. So last night I threw out a half a bale of some absolutely beautiful second cut hay, and they're just not really having it. So I was hoping I could wait another day or two for the ground to dry out a little more. We're not supposed to get rain for at least 2 more days, so. But I was hoping to hold off a little bit before pulling the tractor through there, but oh well, they're not eating it, so it's time to feed. So I broke the feeder loose, and I'm gonna plop a bale, boom, right here. So I like to just try and keep this area as a feeder area, so that way I'm not just, you know, continuing to make new rings. It has been raining here like crazy. I don't know how many inches we got, but it has been wet, folks. Very wet. Look at the size of that pond. So that pond, it's here for good during the winter. It will go away in mid-May, sometimes even late May. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you buy property on clay. So anyhow, it is what it is. So got to keep the calves fat and growing. So I'm gonna go connect to the bale spear. Denny. All right, let's do this, folks. Let's do it. All right, cow. Good cow. softer as possible. There you go. Not so bad. I've done worse. Dingbats. Let's see. Oh, push it up. Yeah, all right. Woo cows. Up. Woo cows. Perfect. Manure. Yeah. Okay, we got some happy calves, folks. So I was getting quite a bit of waste on these round bales. Obviously, I'm getting quite a bit of waste. I would say on average, probably 15, maybe even upwards of 20% waste, which is pretty considerable. You know, I've only got 2 calves, and trying to feed out, you know, any more in this little pen would it would be overcrowded. So I don't want to do that. Not feed out 4 or 5, but I do want to have 4 or 5 calves out here, but I'm going to sell 4 of them at right around 500 pounds, and then keep one for us for the freezer. So that's the plan for next year. These guys are going to get butchered probably late summer, early fall. So for a little bit, it looks like we're probably going to have you know, upwards of 6 or 7 calves in this pen at one time, which is it's going to be a lot of work for us anyway. Anyhow, so in order to try and stop some of this waste, a buddy of mine said, why don't you just cut windows out and then have them eat just out of the windows. And so I tried doing that, and I think I cut out too small of windows last time, because they'd burrow in a hole, they'd eat that bit, and then they just come through and start eating the plastic, and that's bad because we don't want to lose any calves. That was probably a month ago or better, and that was the bale before this one. And they're keeping weight on, so I don't think that they ate too much plastic, but I know that they did in fact ingest some plastic. So I don't know if it's just stuck in their belly, or if it passed through. We haven't seen any plastic in their manure. So anyway, guys, that's the way I'm gonna do it, and hopefully it lasts. In order to keep it from spoiling, in the past what I've done is just put a tarp. You can see all my zip ties. The tarp always just ends up getting destroyed. I've gone through 2 of them, and it does help. Definitely does help. If I could find a really good strong tarp to put on there, I probably will, but in the meantime, this is gonna have to do. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thanks a lot for joining. I know this you know, winter time, there isn't a whole lot of content for me to shoot, nothing super fun. So a lot of what I'll be posting is probably going to be along the lines of this. Can't get the tractor out to do much work. Can't spread manure. It's just too wet. But yeah, anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope all is well for you. You take good care, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And if you're subscribed and you haven't hit the bell, make sure to hit the bell so you can get more mind-blowing awesomeness like this. Anyway, take care, folks. We'll catch you on the next video.